Hey man, it's your boy Ink in the Brain, man. We back at Like a Bad Habit. Salute to everybody's tuning in. Salute to the new subscribers, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. So today we're gonna talk about why the game is never gonna change. You feel me? And just gonna give a couple points, like I usually do, just kick it and spit it from my perspective. Before I get there though, I want to address a couple things on one of the last videos I did talking about how women love criminals and bad boys and all that. In particular, I touched on the Wade Wilson dude who brutally unalived two innocent women, right? And how women were on TikTok saying how handsome he was and, I could change him and all this shit, right? Now, ain't nothing new under the sun. And I talked about this topic a long time ago. I actually had to look back on how far it was. It was a year ago. And I titled the video something similar, like why women love bad boys and thugs or something like that. In the video, I touched on certain topics, man, which I didn't touch on the last video, but I'm just gonna clarify a couple of things here. So number one, I've been said this. It's not that women love killers per se or thugs and gangsters per se just for them being a killer, thug, or gangster, or shooter, or robber, or scammer, a gangbanger, a drug dealer. No. It's more so the qualities of these guys that they're attracted to. Meaning that, for example, a dude who beats the hell out of somebody because they called him a bitch to a face or something like that. Well, that's deemed as masculine because he stood on his 10 toes and he ain't taking no shit from nobody, but he went to the joint for aggravated assault or malicious wounding or whatever the case is because of that. Well, a woman might like that guy because he stand on business and he don't take shit from nobody. Understandable, right? Or a man who, like a man who got a smart mouth, you feel me? And he talked back and he just boisterous about himself. Women can see that as attractive because he's just himself. Like he don't care what nobody think. He's not concerned with the public perception of himself. That's why a lot of women love guys with tattoos and guys with face tattoos. Like I never would have thought so many dudes with their whole face tatted would have so many bitches, but they do. They be getting them with their whole face hit and shit. It's because women like men that are like, how I say it, like they just don't care what society think about them, bro. They're like villains in that way, So I understand women like these kind of quality types in men, which they deem as masculine, right? But what went over these women's heads, especially this one lady who came in my comments talking, oh well, we just like masculine men. We live in a world full of effeminized men. Which is true. I mean, there is a lot of effeminate dudes, a lot of dudes painting their nails and shit and wearing purses and dresses and skirts and thongs and all kind of weird shit. I get it. But what the fuck? And I even asked her this. I was like, well, what the fuck is masculine about deleting two innocent women? There's nothing masculine about deleting two innocent women at all. Like, if that dude hit a reputable prison yard and they realize that he deleted two innocent women, they're going to try to get him out of there. But, and I asked her that, and of course she deleted her comment, and it's like, no, I get there's certain masculine qualities in thugs and gangsters per se, right? Quote unquote, right? But once you realize a man has deleted two innocent women, all that goes out the door. He's a piece of shit. There's nothing masculine about deleting two innocent people, let alone two innocent women. Ain't nothing masculine about that. Like, he's a coward. He's a punk. That's what he is. But women still love this dude and still find him attractive. That's just crazy, man. But that's why I wanted to just get that out the way real quick to clarify that last video, man. I'm not downplaying, or I'm not talking down on people who got felonies on their record. I'm not talking down on a dude who, caught a case and he was doing time for the crimes he committed in the penitentiary. You feel me? Shit. I went to the penitentiary myself. I don't consider myself a criminal, but when I critically look at myself and my actions of growing up, I can see how I did end up in the penitentiary because I was being someone that I was doing things I shouldn't have been involved in, all because I wanted fast money or trying to get women and things like that, trying to get money at a young age, which worked for me at some point, but I in the long run, there were some dire consequences that I had to face because of my actions. And that's why I share my story with you guys so y'all can learn from my mistakes so you don't end up in the joint like I did, right? Shit, I have a master's degree. I'm a homeowner. You know what I mean? I'm a business owner. I have several licenses and certifications and degrees and things like that. I should have just kept on that path. I didn't have to indulge in criminality, you know what I mean, in certain lifestyles to obtain the money that I wanted, right? But that's another topic for another day. I just want to get that way. But anyway, so this is why the game won't change, fellas. Not to burst your bubble. I know a lot of y'all men, you know what I mean? Y'all want to go back to the 1950s and all that, to where the average guy can get a woman and have a family and live off a $40,000 salary and provide for the women, have a nice, happy household with a faithful woman that's only gonna stay by you and like you for you, and all this shit. Fellas, first of all, the game has always been the same, right? The thing is, like they say, the game stays the same, but the players change, right? Now, society has changed in numerous ways, right? Now, let me dive into this, right? So women, we all know women, when left to their own devices, they're always going to choose the most tallest, the most handsome, the most fit physically. You know, they're going to pick that kind of guy, you know, over the 5'2", chubby, out of shape, you know, bald, ugly dude with bad skin and all this shit, right? Why, Inky? Well, it's ingrained in them biologically. You feel me? Back when men and women were cavemen, you feel me? And men were walking around with big sticks, and you know, if he saw a girl with a weak dude, he'd just delete the dude and knock the girl over the head with the wood stick and drag him back to his cave, and then he gonna fuck on her, and then now that's your new girl. You feel me? That's how it was back then. So women had to pick these guys, the tall, physically fit, handsome dudes, you know, for protection, but also to pass good genes down to their kids and shit, right? Women always go after providers and guys who are financially literate, things like that, because it shows that they can provide for themselves and a family, thus, you know, raising healthy children and being able to put them in good schools and things like that. You feel me? So just quickly thinking, put your feelings to the side. Why the fuck would a woman want to be with a 5'2" guy making $40K a year, you know what I mean, who's ugly, when she could get a dude who's 6'3", $100,000 a year, handsome and all that shit, right? She gonna pick the tall guy. It is what it is. Now, we know that the tall guy in conventional times has a lot more options, so he's not gonna be faithful to her, and you're gonna step out and do things like that more times than not. But this doesn't change the fact that a woman's gonna go against her. She's not gonna go against her biological nature to fuck with the 5'2" guy. It's not. Now, will she? Now, this isn't a doomer. Oh, if you're 5'2", it's over. No. You still have a chance, but you're gonna have to work more harder, and you know, you're gonna have to get some money behind yourself. You feel me? Or you're gonna have to have hell of a charisma, hell of a personality, hell of a mouthpiece, man. I've seen that happen plenty of times, man. But I'd be willing. I'd be lying if I was to tell you, man, when I see a short dude in public, man, he kind of ugly and he with a bad chick, it doesn't automatically ring in my head like, oh yeah, he's paying everything, man. He paying how he weigh, man. And she's cheating on him too with the dude he really want. Hey, am I right or am I wrong? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. But I think we all know, you feel me? If you've been around, you've been down around, man, you know how this shit go, man. So 9 times out of 10, that's what happened, man. That's why I don't knock or blame women for doing what they do, because I've been that same guy that I've told a story before on my channel, man. I was smashing this chick, right, for a few months. We was going strong for a few months, man, constantly. She used to text me to ask me, man, can I give you some tongue emoji and shit? Yeah, you can come do that to me, you feel me? Man, one night she came over in a dress. Long story short, she just got off a dinner date with a dude, and then I'm the one pounding her out. Needless to say, the nice young lady is married now. So salute to her. You dig what I'm saying? But that's what happens, fellas. So that's one reason why the game will never change, because women's nature is ingrained in them. You know what I mean? And just to be fair, on the other side, same with us. You know, the difference between men and women, though, is men don't give a fuck, for the most part, about a woman being financially literate, you know, having money, things like that. Even though I do think it's, if you're going to marry a chick, I think it's a smart idea to some degree to have a chick with something to lose, just because we all know the divorce rates, things like that. eight times out of 10, you're gonna get divorced and it's gonna be by her. So if you're a man of means, you know what I mean, you're gonna get taken to the court for, your houses, let alone you buy some houses with each other when you marry. Oh, that becomes your property. So she get a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the difference between male nature and female nature. I mean, men don't really give a fuck for the most part about a woman's finances, things like that. We just look for it, man. She attractive, she's young. Okay, cool. I'm rocking with her. Oh, and her personality, cool. Now everything after that, you feel me, is a plus. Personality is there, cool. Come from a good family household, cool. She knows her dad, cool. You know what I mean? Check out the list. No kids, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference, man. So that's one reason why the game will never change. Another reason the game will never change. Well, let me preface this by a story that I just went through. I just seen this in the gym a couple of hours ago. So, I went in there. I seen a new chick in there, man. She was bad as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like badass, light skinned chick. She had a nice little body on her. She was real cute, man. She was real cute. I'm saying I paid her a couple of lists. I'm like, okay, I checked her out, but then after that, I was done. Cause she definitely wasn't choosing on me. I could feel. I walked past her a couple of times. She wasn't looking at me, so it's cool. I mean, cause as a man, bro, when you're out in the field, you're doing your thing. After a while, you could tell when a chick is choosing on you. You know what I mean? There's certain signs, which I won't get into too far in this video, but there's certain signs the chick is paying attention to you, choosing on you, right? Which wasn't the case for me, but cool. So I'm doing curls. I'm doing the curl on the bar, right? Doing my 8 reps, you know what I'm saying, of 80. You know, getting my and then she's on the bench doing her little her shoulder lat pull downs, right? Not pull downs, but you know what I'm saying. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see this dude come up to her, and he bends down on one knee to get down on her level on the bench, and he starts talking to her, right? Shooting his shot. Needless to say, he didn't get her number. You feel me? He didn't get her number at all. And then he just walked off, right? So, fellas, this is a anecdotal story, but it kind of illustrates my point on this. This is why the game won't change, because for every dude that understands the game and knows how women work and understands that 9 times out of 10, or I would say about 99 times out of 10, or out of 100, excuse me, it's better just to let the chick choose on you, bruh. Because you don't want to be in that subservient position to just throw yourself at the mercy of her rejecting you, and she don't know you from a can of paint. She ain't show you no signs that she interested in you. She ain't pay no eye contact, smile at you, or do none of that. It just puts you, I'm not saying don't cold approach, there's a time and place for everything. You feel me? If I'm going out on Friday night, I'm on my hound dog shit, I'm gonna holler at 10 chicks. It is what it is. But for the most part, it's a losing strategy. And just by sizing her up, I could tell she's extremely attractive. I know she's on IG and all this shit. You already know her DMs is probably flooded. She's getting hella likes every day. Let alone if she's on dating apps. If she's on dating apps, she's getting hundreds of likes a day. So her head is already boosted up. So this is the type that we're dealing with, right? So why would I extend my hand out to a woman like that when she's clearly showing no interest in me, just to get shot down and boost her ego and give her more attention, give her free validation that she didn't even earn, just to reject the next dude like the other, like Cuddy, who came up and tried to talk to her, you feel me, just to get rejected, just to get turned down, right? So what I'm trying to say, fellas, is for every guy that understands the game, you're going to have another 100 simps and tricks that don't care or care to learn the game or just are game goofy, right? Or the tricking and simping is just in them. There's just something in them. They're the type to drive by and see a dude slapping a bitch, right? And then hop out trying to defend her and end up getting killed in the streets. And then the girl hops back in the car with him and drive off. Little did he know she's a 304 and that's her P, and she got out of line. So she had to smack her one time. He had to smack her one time. And then your dumb ass, not mind your business, hop out on some Superman shit, trying to save a hoe, and then you end up getting knocked down, end up going into the ground while she going to the house to get pounded out by either a trick or her P, you feel me, after she gave the feed to the P. You know what I'm saying, though? But that's what I'm saying, man. That's the big, and that's in my opinion, man, That's the biggest reason why the game will never change, man. For every dude who's game tight, man, you got another dude who's straight simp, straight goofy. You feel me? Think women shit don't stink. Think women can do no wrong. These are the type of guys that will marry a girl, get divorced, get cheated on, get everything taken them to divorce court, and then 20 years later, when they 55 years old and they lost their properties that they was planning to rent out or retire on, that's when they wake up. You feel me? When it's too late. Because if you think about it, right, all this free validation, free likes on social media has a lot to do with this too in modern times, right? But again, going to my last point, modern technology has sped up, but women's nature has stayed the same since the beginning of time. So it's only right. That's why I don't even blame them. I'm gonna keep reiterating this point. I do not blame females for how they act. I actually understand it, and if I was a woman, I would probably act the same way. It's just human nature. But, you know what I mean? Because think about it like this, right? Let's say in a dream world, right, where I won't even say 100% or not. Let's just say 80% of men woke up, they learned the game, they realized how the game works, right? And they stopped giving women free attention and free validation. Excuse me. They made women earn their attention. They made women earn dinner dates. They made women earn sex from you, right? Do you know how do you know how fast women would get in line if that would happen? It would end the whole shit. And now you still have that 20% of simps and tricks, right? But a critical mass of 80% of men who woke up and stopped the simping and stopped the tricking and made women like actually have to earn them. Oh man, it'd be over. If every woman in the world opened their Instagram and they had no likes, you feel me? And still hella men was following them. They just had no likes and every ass pic didn't work and every selfie didn't work and all that shit. If every man stopped paying OnlyFans and shit like that, if every man stopped paying for pussy, just think how I can't even elaborate on it. Just think what would change, bro. The whole game would change. When we get in line ASAP, damn near overnight. You know what I mean? So fellas, to wrap this up, man, I know we come up on 18 video. I try not to make these videos too long. There's a couple other points that I could get to, you know what I mean, why the game won't change, man. But in closing, you know, just because society changes and modern technology changes, things like that, doesn't mean that human nature changes. You know, we're all biologically wired to be attracted to certain things, to like certain things. And that's just what it is. Hey man, there's nothing an ugly fat chick with 3 kids by 3 different baby dads can do to me to have me wife her up. Nothing at all. She can be the sweetest, most kind-hearted, most giving. I'm not interested. Why? Because I would never wife an obese woman with children out of wedlock ever. It just would never happen. Shit, I wouldn't even wife a chick with kids. I don't want to get down the rabbit hole, right? But my point is, I got my standards too. I ain't changed the motherfucker for nothing. You feel me? And it's like I wouldn't expect a woman to change what she's attracted to just because modern times have changed. You know what I mean? Truth be told, man, women don't need men no more. You know, this society has made it to where women can be their own bosses and acquire their own property, and you know what I mean? You know, women already know they can get dick whenever they want. So, you know, we got the sexual liberation shit going on. So they can do what the fuck they want. They don't need men, bro. If they want some dick, they know how to get it. So it ain't hard. You know what I mean? They can get a job. We'll get a couple jobs. They don't need men no more. This isn't the 1940s no more, fellas. So understand that, digest that. Again, we don't hate women over here. I definitely wouldn't want to live in a world for you trink ass simp niggas. So I love women, but it doesn't mean that I can't call out the bullshit and be objective. You know what I mean? At the same time. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Ink in the Brain. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be smooth and be solid. I'm out.